Hey guys, welcome back to Mobility. Okay, so for today's session, we're really going to focus lower body and on hip and squat mobility. So we're going to start with the feet a little bit wider than the hips, about in line with the shoulders. And we're just going to sit into a squat to begin with. So pushing your weight into your heels, sitting nice and low and trying to bring the elbows to the insides of the knees. And I just want you to come as low as you can with your heels on the floor. So try not to let your heels pop off the ground. And then just nice and slowly moving over to your right side and then over to your left. So just slowly moving. If you want to, you can start to lift the heels a little bit. Just have a little bit of a move, open the knees and the hips. And then just trying to come back to the center so the heels are flat. And then think about lifting your chest. Good, keep driving the knees wide. And then from here, we're going to take the hands down and stretch the knees. See if you can bring your feet back into a neutral parallel position. And just allow your head, your neck, your shoulders to release over. Good, now at the bottom, I just want you to move your hips over to your right side and then over to your left, keeping your knees straight. And then bringing the hips back to the middle and doing the same with the body. So let's take hold of the elbows with the hands and just moving over to your right leg and then over to your left leg. So nice and slowly. Good, make sure you're breathing, try and relax through the head and the neck. Allow the arms to draw your body down. Good, one more to each side. And then let's bring the hands back to the floor, sitting back to your squat position. So now trying to improve your ankle position. Heels stay on the floor, sit your bum low, but try not to let your toes turn out too much. Good, lift the chest, bring the elbows to the insides and just hold in that position. Good, so allow your hips to sink. Just think about driving your knees wide, lifting the chest. Good, excellent. From here, hands come down. We're going to stretch the knees once again. Allow the body to hang heavy, release through the head, the neck, the shoulders. From here, we're going to draw the hands over to your right foot. So twisting the body round and just allowing your head to relax towards the leg. Good, now staying over to this right leg, we're going to bend the left knee. So bending that left leg and allow yourself to sink down. So here you should be starting to feel a stretch through the left lat as well, so the left side underneath the armpit. Good, stretching the knee. Now from here, keep your left hand in contact with the foot or the ankle or towards the leg as low as you can, and then right arm is going to reach towards the ceiling. Good, bringing the hand back down. Let's walk over to the other side. Bringing the hands over to the left ankle. Now from here, your right knee is going to bend. Good, extending the leg. Now from here, keeping your right hand in contact, it's the left hand that reaches up. Good, bringing the hand down and coming back to the center. So last time, we're going to sit into that squat, best position that you've done so far. Bringing your weight into your heels, sit your bum low, elbows to the inside, and then from there we want to try and lift the chest. So imagine you're almost sat against a wall. Pushing the knees wide. Now just be careful here that your elbows aren't way below your knees. You want to think about lifting the thoracic spine so your elbows are in contact with the knees. Good, let's open the hands into a low V, lift the chest, think squeeze the shoulders. Good, last 3, 2, 1, let's bring the hands down, rock forwards, and then just nice and slow to bring the knees to the mat. Steady from here, we're going to roll around to seated and we're going to cross the legs. Good, really good job. Okay, so to start in this seated position, I'm going to start with my right leg in front just so I don't get lost. Now from here, make sure here your ankles aren't crossing. We do want to have the space so the knees can move outwards. Obviously, if the ankles are crossed, there's no space for the legs to move. From here, relaxing the shoulders. As I breathe out, I'm going to roll forwards, and I'm just going to walk my hands forwards and allow myself to release. So just giving that lower back a little stretch here. Good, really steady to come back to seated. Now from here, I'm going to let my right knee lift. My left hand is going to come behind my back. Now as I lift my right knee, I'm also going to lift my right glute off the floor, so my right hip lifts. I take my right hand to the arm to the inside, and I push this knee wide as I look behind. So I'm trying to lift the right hip away from the floor. Good, so I'm opening the right knee, pushing with the arm. Good, slow to release back to the center. And from here, this right leg is going to come around to the back. Okay, from here, I'm going to reach the body forward. So just nice and slowly bringing the elbows down and just allowing the body to relax. Good, slowly come into the top, and final little stretch on this side. My left hand comes behind my back. I'm going to think about lifting my hips up and off the floor, and I'm going to reach this right arm as far back behind me as I push my right hip forwards, extend to look to the hand behind you. Good, so really feeling that stretch through the right hip, maybe a little into the lower back as well. And slow to come down and release. Very good. Okay, give yourself a second to come back to the center. And we're now going to start that on the second side. So left ankle is going to cross in front. Remember not to cross the ankles underneath. We want to keep one foot in front of the other. Good. From here, take a breath in. As you exhale, we're going to roll forwards, just nice and gentle to open the lower back. And just resting forwards. Good, slowly coming up. Now from here, this left knee is going to raise. The right hand comes behind my back. Now from here, I'm lifting my left hip away from the ground. I'm going to lock my left arm in, push the knee out, and try and look to the room behind. Good, so really pushing this hip wide. Slowly coming back to the center. Now this left leg is going to come all the way round to the back. Bend the heel in towards your bottom. Now from here, folding the body forwards, just breathing out and allowing yourself to fold over the front leg. Good, slowly coming up. And then from here, right hand comes behind your back. You're going to press the hips up off the floor, reaching with the left arm behind. Look to the hand behind you. So really press the hip forwards. Good. Slow to release back to the floor and coming back to the center. Very, very good. Okay, so just to finish today's session, toes and heels coming together, roll the shoulders down and back, sitting up as tall as you can. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, chin towards the chest and rolling forwards, trying to bring your forehead towards your feet. Good. Slowly rolling yourself up, and then from here, we're going to stay with the leg position. We're going to take the hands behind the back, spin the fingertips to face away from you. Going to think about squeezing the shoulder blades and opening the chest. Good, and slow to release. Let's take that one more time. So hands come back to the ankles. Breath in to prepare. Exhale, chin towards the chest. Roll towards your feet. And rolling all the way to the top. Taking the hands behind the back, squeeze the shoulders, press into the floor, lift the chest. Excellent job. Slow to release there and take a rest. Very good job, guys. Thank you for joining me. I shall see you again soon.